since it's the top of the hour.
Where's Matt tonight?
He's coming late, I think. We're gonna start out with gallery. I'm gonna show mine first.
Oh, okay. You're not on the list though.
I know, but I'm the host, so I can do what I want.
The dictatorship.
Oh goodness.
How do you like that?
All
Yeah,
right.
but
You'll
you'll have Brenda giving
Good
you a hard
answer.
time.
So
Oh.
there's what I've been making.
Yes,
I
I seen
made the
those on
mistake of showing some
Facebook.
people, and now I'm making all kinds of them.
Cool.
And I got one lady that wants me to miniaturize them and make them small enough so she can wear them as earrings.
I was
Oh.
just going to say that.
I do.
That's okay, Scott.
All right, did you use puff paint for the eyes and a pen for the nose? Or
So the nose is a pin, just a stick pin that I cut off.
yeah.
The eyes are just a micro marker
Oh, okay.
that doesn't bleed.
My froze up, or is it you guys?
You are.
You are. So I used a micro 8mm marker for the eyes.
Hmm.
And then the red is Chromacraft wood dye, and the white is the new Sharpie markers that come in pastel colors, and they use the white one out of there for the white.
Cool.
How small do you think you can make that for an earring, Scott?
Well, I'm going to make one that's only a 1/2 inch long total from top to bottom.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see that.
That's my goal.
It's a
Yeah.
good idea. Pretty. It'll be pretty.
Wow.
Kind of wish I hadn't started making them and putting them on my Facebook page, because I've made about 35 of them now.
Yeah. I hate it when that happens.
So
How much you getting for them?
You
How much you getting for them, Scott?
$10 a piece.
Okay.
Is that dye that you use, or is that a paint? What is it?
It's a Chromacraft dye marker. If you haven't seen, hang on, I'll get it for you. I'll show you.
Yeah, none of my Christmas ornaments sold, just my snowmen and Christmas trees. And none of my necklace things that I made with the Dutch chuck.
Well,
I'm looking. Okay. All right. And then where'd you get that Hobby Lobby?
no, I got them off one of the wood turners things. So here's what the tip is. It's like a giant hard marker tip, chisel tip.
So you have to turn it like when you're turning about what 300, because
Put this on? I put this on by hand. I take them off the lathe and put it on by hand.
Right. Yeah, because I've done it a couple times spinning, it just burned the tip up, and I said, well, that was kind of stupid.
Well, you can use these are made to be
13.
used with the lathe running, but I get better control if I do them by hand.
Yeah, I
Yeah, for your second single shot.
Absolutely.
So
All right. Anything else?
that's it. You can go on now, Brenda.
All right. We're going to
Very
go
nice,
to Tom Kenny.
For you.
Now I've lost him.
Here I am.
Moved again. Hold
Can you
on.
hear me
There
now?
he is. There we go. Can you see him?
No.
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 See, there we
No,
go.
There he
dude.
is.
Yeah, I
Oh,
do.
there's Tom.
I did
okay.
a craft show this weekend also, and I thought these sea urchin ornaments were going to be great sellers, and they weren't. So that's what I'm showing tonight is the leftovers.
Band-Aid Brenda.
And
Hang
I'm
on.
gone.
We lost him again.
Yeah. Oh no.
Zoom's been doing that today.
Let's see.
Somebody else talks, they'll kick them
There
out.
we go.
There we
There we
go.
go.
Oh, those are pretty.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
they're real pretty.
Those are
Goodness.
gorgeous.
Those are
The
gorgeous.
gilded
Man.
ones, I got the idea from Emma Cook, and she sells the chameleon flakes, but I found I think it was on Amazon, Well, there's another vendor that sells the chameleon flakes for about half the price. So I went with that. Painted the sea urchin black first with black gesso, and then put the sizing on, and then put the chameleon flakes on. This one over on the far right-hand side, the small one, was actually done with the pigment powders instead of the flakes. Then the two in the back are just natural. And that's
Those
all
are
we
pretty
got for
awesome.
today. Thank
What
you.
are the finials on the two on the back? Is that holly?
Yes. Yep.
Mm.
And then the two, the red ones are bloodwood, and the other is zebra, and the little purple one was canary wood.
Cool.
That's pretty. They're pretty.
Those are pretty, Tom.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
they are.
much.
Very nice.
Want to
It
buy
looks like
one?
it belongs in the newsletter.
Yeah, I'll get a picture to you.
Thank you.
All right. So next up is me. Check this out. Wait a minute. Let somebody in. All right. I made a couple ink pens. I have got, look at this. The lighthouse pen. I was so impressed with that one that
Oh,
Jeff
yeah.
made, I think. Look at that.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And I think
Fancy.
it's a piece of curly maple,
Okay.
I think. What it look like maybe. Can you see?
Did a nice job. Nice. It's
Nice.
pretty.
Well, it looks like curly maple.
Yeah. And then I did
People
another
at the
one
shop
today.
like them, but won't buy them.
Yeah. Well, this one's can you tell what that is? It's lace wood. How very clear is it?
Pretty.
But anyway. And then get the look, watch this, look at this, look at this. I made a little pocket knife.
It's cool.
Cute.
Yeah.
Where'd you get the kit?
I ain't got a finish on it yet, but you see
The
that?
kit. Where'd
The
you
kit,
get the
I got
kit?
it from Rockler.
Okay.
Yeah. These things, I'll tell you what, this is what I had so much trouble with this thing. Oh my God. But anyway, I'm proud of that one.
No, it's pretty.
Nice looking
I-
pocket knife.
I messed up 3 of them before I got this one done.
What kind of wood you say that was again?
This one I don't know. It's a yellow and it's kind of shimmery. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Dunno wood.
It's what?
Dunno wood. Dunno
Yeah,
what it
okay.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of the same family as fogwood.
Yeah.
Right. Dunno.
I got-
It's a good one.
Hopefully I'm gonna make one more before Christmas. So that's what I've been doing. That was my big aggravation for the last 2 weeks right there.
So what did you do? You turned it and then you cut it in half and then you
Nope, this is not turned at all.
okay, all flatwood. Good.
Yep,
Flatwood.
all
That's
flat.
good, huh? Good.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a nice job.
Get up here. Come on.
Yep.
Get up here. I'll pet you.
That's why I had a new sander this week because of this too. Mother quit working on me. It kept smoking, so it had to go. All right, so let's go to Al. Let's see what Al's got. Finding here.
Al's got nothing but crazy stuff,
There
goofy
you
stuff.
go.
Hope everybody's good. Everybody's good. I tried. I made a couple bells and I kept trying to make crucifix on the top, but I kept breaking it. Dan, my hat's off to you. I'll keep trying. But I made a couple bells and it kept breaking and I was making a couple snowmen. And I said, they keep breaking, so I'll snowman and a bell. So there's a snowman bell.
Well, that's cute.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Then I'm playing around. I don't know where I'm going with this. I have no idea where I'm going with this. A piece of oak, and I hate oak. And I don't know if that's going to be the top. I could put something in there and maybe make a candle. I don't know. Or I could turn it over and it'll be bowls
Mm-hmm.
and I can make a top. So I don't know where I'm going with this.
A
I was
cheese
just-
fountain.
Was that?
A cheese fountain instead of a chocolate fountain.
I don't know. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's right. A fountain. But I don't know. I just had a piece of wood and I didn't have any ideas. I had an idea and I didn't. These were supposed to go down like a bowl and how do I say this? They were supposed to flare up. Yeah, I like messing around with that, but it didn't do that. So yeah, maybe a bird feeder. Fill it up here. I mean, it's hollow completely. You can see down there. Which again, I don't know what the heck I was doing with it. There's a wasting some time putting chips on the floor,
There you
as
go.
Pete would say.
Practice, practice, practice.
Hey, sometimes you'll know what the hell you're doing.
Like you had fun with it. That's what counts.
Yep.
Well, it is. I mean, that's what it is. Yeah. So there you go. Again, I hope everybody has a good time tonight and everybody be good. So everybody be good.
All right. Next, we're going to go to Dave Kingsley.
Here I am. I'm right here. My chair as usual. She's looking for me.
I'm looking for you. I found you.
Yeah. Ta-da!
There he is.
Believe it or not, I did a cherry bowl.
Oh, man. A cherry bowl.
This is a rerun.
Is there any more cherry left on this earth?
I have probably 20, 25 roughed out ones that are sitting up on a shelf waiting to be done.
Wow.
But most of my time I spent working on another one of these.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm trying to make this whole thing all one piece. And there's a lot of bandsaw and sanding and stuff, but I'm using I have an ash handle and I'm using cherry for the end piece. I'm hoping I'll have it for next week to show you.
Yeah.
But it's really time consuming.
She told me that I'm supposed to make.
Well,
Okay.
this is for my daughter-in-law. She saw that one I made, bought one. So hey, Christmas is
Sweet.
coming.
Have you checked to see if the handle on them things are long enough?
I've used this one.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. Well, good.
The one I did for her is a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Because usually it's only the last foot you can't reach. I mean, you can do the up close stuff isn't bad, but it's that right down next to the dash that's a pain in the butt.
Yes, it is. All right.
But it's been fun.
All right. Let's go to Don Schwab. Is it Don? Yes, Don. Let's see what we can find
Hello
him.
there. I'm do you
you
hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You hear me? Well, okay. I don't see me bounce back yet.
Hold on, wait, I found you
I keep
again.
talking. I should be able
Somebody
to
found you. All
on the
right.
screen.
I see you.
I don't see it up. I see you on the one. There we go. All right. I've been playing with. I have to have a Santa Claus for tomorrow night, so I just whipped this one out quickly with what do you call it? A horse cap for Ryder. And
cool.
Actually, he looks better than I do. Anyways, that's the one piece that I've got, and the other thing is I had a request for a clock, so I built this here clock.
Oh wow!
Oh, back it up.
I backed up.
All blurry.
Oh, that's my background.
I think so.
There, is that okay
Oh,
now?
wow.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
My hands are on backwards.
Pull it back towards you, please. Pull it towards you. It shows up when it's close to you. There we go. Now we
Wait a
can
minute,
see
that clock's running
straight.
backwards, ain't it?
Wow.
Is that clock running backwards or is it me?
It's the camera.
It's
It could be
Zoom.
the camera.
It's his camera.
Okay,
I think it would be the camera.
because it looks
more
like
than
that
anything.
clock's going backwards. The second
That's
half.
pretty cool.
There. Anyways,
I love the wrench handles.
I used to
Yeah.
have a backward clock. It was a lot of fun.
can you hang on while I just drop out the? I think it's the. What
Yeah,
do you
the
call it?
backdrops
Blurred
make that up.
background, yeah.
The
Yeah.
background. That would be up here in. Excuse me. Where is it? To shut it off.
Under
Video.
camera.
Under
Click
video
the little
here.
dots in your square, and then go down to.
Blur background. There it is. There, that looks better.
Go.
That's
How's
better.
There we go.
That's gorgeous.
There, now you get a better idea
Thanks,
where
Greg.
it is.
Yeah.
Nice.
What do you got in the middle?
Okay, so there's 12 o'clock at the top. Isn't it?
What kind of wood you got in the middle of it?
Okay, on the middle of this one is Pabinga,
Huh.
Are those wrenches?
and the wrenches are actually the hands that came with the clock.
Cool.
Mhm.
That's
But
pretty
you are
cool.
right, it does look like it's going the wrong way.
It does. And what kind of wood's the other part then?
The rest of it is Manitoba maple.
Ooh.
That clock thinks it's in Australia.
Oh, that's what is down
Yeah, I
under.
think a lot of people would buy it if you could actually get it to go backwards like that.
I
Just
The thing is,
for
I
the
used to
heck of
have
it.
one, so it can be done.
use the sprocket, the pointed tool to texture this area here, and then I used a stain, a walnut stain, to stain it. And before I put the walnut stain on, I put a red magic marker around it. So if you look closely, you might see a glow of red on the outside edge of that circle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was just to sort of blend in with the Pabinga at the bottom. And the
That's
other
cool.
one I did.
Nice.
Very nicely done.
What I forgot to, well, I can show you the back. The hanging is a V groove all the way around, so that you can hang it any way you want.
Hang it
But
upside down if you want.
there's a reason for that, and that's where this clock tells you the reason. There is no right side up.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They're
I
only
love that
pins.
wood.
And
It's
again,
pretty
this
too.
is
Huh.
That's a gorgeous
this
piece of
is
wood.
maple. It's spalted maple. And as you can see, there's no right way up for it.
Right.
Yeah. Just however you want it.
Wow.
And for that reason, the back of it has a ring groove that you can just put a nail on it and just hang it in any orientation you want.
Oh, so you can just shift the clock for daylight savings time.
That will work. I milled out the areas to make it lighter so it wasn't as heavy on the wall.
Huh?
Good idea.
This piece here in the center is Babinga, and these are decorative tacks here, and these are nails. Just little small nails for
Yeah.
the minutes.
Okay.
Upholstery
Great
type
idea.
nails.
Great.
They're just a little trim nail to use when they're putting siding on and stuff.
That's
And
cool.
you can get them in gold. And I have another one I've done. I didn't bother bringing it up. It's too heavy. I used 1/4-inch concrete nails with a nice head black, and I cut them back, drilled a hole in the wood, and tapped them in because you can hammer them because they won't scratch the paint or chip it when you knock them in the wood. And they make nice quarter markers, and then I use black, again, finishing nails just to highlight the minutes.
Sweet.
We got a bunch of people asking if we could see the vase that's in the background there behind your left shoulder.
That one?
And that
one.
piece in the wall behind your head.
This
Yeah.
one's
Gorgeous
pear.
vase.
Oh, this one's a piece of pear.
Oh, wow.
That's gorgeous.
Pretty.
Yeah, I've had this one quite a few years now. It's one of my early pieces I've done.
Goodness.
There's only one word for that. Wow.
That is pretty. What about that broken plate you got behind you too?
Yeah,
The
well,
wall. Yeah.
you have to. First thing you have to do is go with my standard. That was at where the part that's missing. That was a black piece of, I would say, heartwood or whatever, a growth in there that left a big crack. And I was afraid it was going to break off, so I was extremely careful when I turned it. And then when I finished it, I didn't like it. It had two angles that were fighting each other. So I cut it out, and then I put copper wires in, and I didn't like the copper because it sort of fought with it. So then I painted them black, the wires, and
Cool.
it all blended in after that.
Nice.
And it's on a single hook, so it can rotate to whatever side you want up.
That is cool. Dang.
Very nice.
So clever ideas, Don. Thanks.
Thank you.
Nice. Well, let's go see what Sheila's got. And find Sheila. Sheila. Sheila.
Hello.
There we go. I'm a lot slower at this than Matt.
That's all right. Gives me time to find my mute button. So
Yeah.
this is a birch live edge thing.
Ooh.
Cool. This one is going to the lady that gave me all the piles of birch. She's picking it up tomorrow.
It's gorgeous.
That is gorgeous.
Kind of finish you put on it.
It has just a spray lacquer, I think, was the final thing I put on.
Nice job.
It was rather punky. I know I put mineral oil on it to try to stiffen things up before I finished all the turning, and
How big is that, Sheila?
it's about
Roughly,
8 inches
roughly.
across. 8 inches across at the wide part.
Nice job. Pretty.
Yeah. And then this is a little elm thing that I did with.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
That's pretty.
Oh my.
Very pretty.
Did
Okay.
you carve out swirlies in it?
Okay, so I watched one of Stuart Farini's things where he did some engraving with his laser engraver. He did lines and stuff, and I happened to find swirls in the design program. So I decided to put swirls on it and then engraved it and then tried to airbrush, but my airbrush isn't flowing very well, and I ended up half airbrushing and half just brushing some of the paint colors on there.
Yeah,
So
very nice.
Very pretty.
Very pretty.
What kind of wood is that?
Elm.
Love it.
With a couple little worm holes.
That's a nice job. It's a nice shape, nice piece. Nice piece.
Thank you.
Do you
Really
charge
is.
extra
Very
for the
pretty.
little wormholes?
Yeah. $100 a hole and $5 for the bowl.
Oh, goodness. Got anything else, Sheila?
No, that's it for this time, I think.
Okay.
Thanks.
Beautiful bowl, Sheila.
Yeah, they are. Very.
I'll find Patrick. Because evidently I skipped coat cream. Sorry about that.
There you go.
I didn't see you.
That's fine. You're doing a good job.
I'm trying.
We had a fun weekend. Went and spent the weekend with my sister and her husband in Burlington, and went to a Marshall Tucker concert.
Oh boy.
And while we were there, he gave me a truckload of ash and plum. So when I got home, I turned this piece of plum.
Ooh.
That is pretty.
A lot of contrast there for sure.
Yes.
It was a little bit wet when I turned it, but it hadn't cracked so far, so maybe it'll stay good.
Very
And
nice.
when I finished that, I started turning some Christmas trees out of pear.
Cool.
I turned those two, and
You got the cross on top too, don't you?
yep.
Yep.
And then I turned this one a little different.
Nice.
That's the base of them.
Those are all pear?
Yep, it's all pear. And then I turned a little cherry box.
Ooh.
Nice shape.
That's just pretty.
Threaded the top.
Oh,
and
look at
threaded.
that.
Oh,
Save the
I
best
knew
for
it.
last. Save the best for last.
That's nice, Patrick.
That's a
Very nice
job.
box.
Nice job. How many turns you got there? What tools you use to do that?
I used the chefware thread and jig. I hadn't quite mastered the hand threading yet, so I still use that.
Looks like you did a good job.
How many threads per inch?
16.
16. Okay.
Goodness.
That's nice. That's nice.
All right.
That's
That's
all
a
I got.
nice feeling when you get to turn it a couple times and it works.
Yeah.
That's very satisfying.
All right. Thanks, Patrick. We're going to go find Bill Louch. Every time I find them, they disappear. I just seen him.
Here we are.
There you are.
Hello, all. Yeah, I have a little a glue up bowl,
Ooh.
2 cherries and 2 layers of oak. Maple. Basically using up boards that are laying around in the garage. And I wasn't very happy about the way the upper and the lower joins look, so I went back in with a parting tool, made a little groove, and then burned it just on the basis that if you don't like the way something looks, you accent it and maybe it'll look better.
Exactly.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
you did right there.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm very happy with it. I think it
Yes.
turned out
Love
okay.
that shine.
Yeah. And well, this was I joked that the wood spoke to me. That the rings that I made this piece out of were quite a bit bigger than the ones that I made the oak or out of the cherry out of. So that's dictated the shape.
Yes.
You just keep turning until it's round and then stop. Okay. And I've shown this wood before, but it's very uncommon, at least around here. I thought some of you folks might like to see it. This is another piece of Nootka cypress. It's a burl from a West Coast, Pacific Northwest tree. I think they're pretty well protected now. This was cut maybe 25 years ago, and I think it's pretty hard to get this wood these days. Anyway,
wow.
It's beautiful wood. Yeah. And a little bit of a lip on the top. And I think this is my last bowl blank of this stuff. I've got a few that I could maybe make bottle stoppers out of, but this is the end of this, I think.
That is a really pretty piece of wood for sure.
It's a lovely piece.
Fantastic.
That's something. My goodness.
So if anybody ever offers you Nootka cypress, take it. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, that's it for tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Bill. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
All right. Well, if I haven't missed anybody, that's all we got.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I have something. I don't know when I put it in, but that's okay.
Okay, who?
Jason, Cody.
Oh yeah, and you were on my list. Sorry.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
Ron Pullman has something too.
All right. So I have a holiday party for work tomorrow night. So I decided that I needed a white elephant gift. So I made a snowman family.
Oh yes, I remember
Little
seeing those
guy.
on Facebook. Yes.
Yeah. And then the last one.
Yep.
So
Nice.
there's the snowman family. Ready to go.
Beautiful.
Good grief.
That's
Nice
popular
idea.
with cherry noses and a cherry hat.
Nice. Sorry I skipped you.
That's
I
okay.
didn't mean to. Anybody else I missed?
Yeah,
Ron
Ron
Pullman.
Coleman's got something.
Oh. See, I am bad
Put it
about
in.
this. What's going on here? And I thought I was having a good day, guys.
He just put it on there, so you didn't miss him.
Okay. Hey, Ron, what you got?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So mainly I've been making Christmas presents for, relatives and so forth. And my son and daughter-in-law have a golden retriever that's kind of like family to them. So I don't know how many of you have made many of these laser inlay kits from Shan woods, but they can be quite challenging. So they have a golden retriever, and I made a pen with their golden retriever kit, laser inlay kit. There's like 23 pieces in this thing.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. I've put together those kits before too. Those things are fun, aren't they?
Yeah. So the kit looks like this. This is I don't know if you can see it or not, but these are
Yeah.
all you can't see it that well. Hang on here. Those are all the little parts and pieces, and some of them are really small, like they're
Mm-hmm.
about the size
You
of
need
a
tweezers.
yeah. You need tweezers, and I have a headlamp, and some of the pieces didn't fit too well. Of course, they're round, right? The pieces that go in here are kind of different. You got to try and figure out which way they're oriented, even to fit into the blank. And some of them wouldn't fit in too well. So I actually used a 50-50 mix of DNA and water. I actually sprayed the blank and then sprayed the part that's going in, and that actually softened the part enough so it actually fit into the hole where they
Cool.
went.
Nice
Like
job.
a little eye for the dog it's not much bigger than a pin. So it's really hard to get in there. Anyway, so I nearly went blind making this one, and then since there's two of them, I made two pens for him, one for my
Oh,
son, one for
goodness.
the daughter-in-law.
Once
Nice.
well done, huh?
Nice job.
Nice done.
Well,
Nicely done.
Really?
so that's about it that I'm going to show tonight.
All right. Well, anybody else? David.
Edwards just put something in. He's got something.
Yeah. David. And I got him. I found him. I found him. Okay. There you go.
Oh, how are you?
Well, good. How are you?
Okay. I made a few pins.
Ooh.
Oh, those are
Pretty.
pretty. What kit is that?
That's the revolver.
Okay.
Cool.
Those are a big pen.
Supposed to turn around, but right now I can't get it to go. But anyways, I have 3 of them.
Nice.
Ooh. Did you make
Pretty
the
wood.
blanks or did you buy them somewhere?
No, I bought them for years and years and years ago, but
Okay.
I can't tell you where I bought them. But I think they're the most common ones that they
I like
had.
that blank.
That's pretty cool.
And then there's the green one here.
Ooh,
That one's pretty too.
love that color.
Yeah.
Very
Got a lot
nice.
of polish.
Yeah.
Almost looks wet.
Well, it does, but it's the Sotoyan, so whatever you want to call it,
Right.
is showing through.
Yeah. Those are gorgeous.
Nice job.
Thank you.
No,
That's all I have.
are you going to sell those? Do you work? You know, you did turn
Probably
to
not.
sell.
Probably not. I make a bunch of pins and I just give
They're
away.
they're
as I
gifts,
make
right? That's yeah. They're pretty. They're pretty.
I couldn't sell a 2-cent stamp for a penny.
Same with me.
Oh, goodness. All right. Al says he's got something else to use or show, but he ain't got his
Sure.
video on.
I'm working on it. This is something I made a little while ago, and I just like we talked about earlier with my dust collector, my dust scrubber that I made it backwards. It's a drop of water. I try to make a drop of water, but here the waves should be down thinner and higher at the end. So I have to go put it back on there and maybe make the drop maybe a little thinner. I don't know, but
That's pretty cool.
I think it looks great just the way it is. My gosh.
Yeah. Looks like a drop of
Great
chocolate.
idea.
But I think I'm correct about the wave is backwards. So, but anyway,
That's pretty cool, Al.
goofy stuff. That's what it's all about.
Great
Fun
stuff,
stuff.
Al. Looks like it's on the rebound.
I'm gonna put it back on. I'm gonna probably show it again next week. Hopefully it does. It jumps. You don't really think so? You wouldn't?
No,
I don't know.
I would leave it alone now.
Looks great the way it is, man. I wouldn't touch it.
It was
Leave it
next on the
alone.
list. It was the next on the list. Okay. Everybody have a good night. Be good.
Thanks, Al.
You guys, everybody be good.
Go to Jim Duxbury.
I started making screwdrivers. Ratcheting screwdrivers. And it ratchets.
Oh,
And you
wow.
turn this thing, and it's solid, and you turn it again, and it's goes the other way. This comes out, and the ends come out.
Did you buy that as a kit somewhere?
Yeah,
Nice mechanism. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Nice screwdriver as a whole.
And this one's Red Heart.
All right.
And I made a
Some
pair
fancy screwdrivers.
that kind of match. These are matching.
His and hers.
Yeah.
Gotta have his and hers, don't you?
Well, it's a mechanism. It's not a kit. It's a mechanism. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't make the whole thing, but this is 3 pieces. Ash.
That's what I was just going to ask you.
Ash, Paduke, and walnut. 3 strips laid side by side, glued up, cut corner to corner, and glued back together. And you get the stripes like that.
No, I love those stripes.
That's gorgeous. And,
Yes.
and if you do the same thing to 2 of them, you can get both of them to match.
Right.
So,
I love it.
Jeez.
yeah, they're kind of nice. I kind of like. I got a bigger one. Well, this one I did with. There it goes.
Yeah, I like that ratcheting idea.
I got a bigger one out in the shop that's got a round end on it, and it's 3-sided. But it's you don't realize how small you have to make. These are my first ones. I think these are that's only about an inch and an eighth or something. When they start getting very big, that's inch and a quarter. That's getting pretty big. But it fits your hand. It's really nice. I like it. I'm gonna make more of them. That's it.
Well, cool. Is that all
Do
you
they,
got?
do they sell?
I just made it yesterday.
In other words, he don't know yet.
So you have to wait. Maybe you have to make some metric ones and some imperial ones.
Yeah, or maybe.
Not to mention right and left-handed.
That's right. Right and left hand ones.
That's why I made them to match. One's right-handed, one's left-handed.
Oh, goodness.
No, it's nice. It's nice, Jim. Very nice.
Thank you.
All right. That's all we got again, Scott. Unless I missed somebody else.
Pretty light on those tonight.
Yes, we are.
The whole evening looks like.
So Safety Sue isn't here either, and I haven't heard from her for a while, so hopefully she's okay. Billy, are you ready to start your demo? We can start out, I guess.
Oh, I suppose.
Find you here.
Let me
spotlight himself.
Change my camera view here. Do.
While Billy's doing that, I will do a little housekeeping.
Go ahead.
Mute everybody. Billy, you'll have to unmute yourself. As soon as I remember how to do that.
I can do it. I'm looking at it.
Okay. Go ahead, Billy, and then unmute yourself. Forget.
All right, everybody's muted.
Yep. So Billy can entertain questions as he goes, or we can help him out. Us co-hosts can help him out with stuff in the chat.
If you have a question, let her rip. If I don't hear the question, somebody stop me and make sure I answer it.
Okay. And we'll keep track of the chat too for you, Billy, so you don't have to keep looking at that.
I appreciate that.
Hey, did you clean your shop for this event? Because it looks different. It's not the messy studio I remember.
Well, I've been cleaning a little here and there, trying to make it the little mess,
Looks
trying
good,
to make
Billy.
it the little less messy studio. Not done terribly well, but anyway, let's get on with it. So I've already roughed this blank round. I am going to turn. Where did I put my props? I put them over here close. Oh yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn a three-sided vase, or I will hollow it so it will actually be a vase more than a weed pot. This one's a weed pot, but this is a three-sided piece, as you can tell. So I'm going to turn one of these, but I'm going to do it a little bit different. This goblet is also three-sided, but if you look at it, you can see that the edges don't quite look the same, and that's because I turned it with a twist. What do you mean by that? Well, with the first one, I've already made my marks, and I did that using my indexing system on the lathe. So each of these lines is 120 degrees out. And I've made corresponding divots over here to put my safety center into. Same with the top for where the tail center is going to go. So one of the most important things is to make sure you keep these in line This is number one. Follow this line down, and it corresponds to number one. If you don't number them that way, you're going to end up with something that's not what you're looking for. Number two corresponds to number two. Number three corresponds to number three. I learned this trick from Robbie the Woodturner, an Irish turner, on YouTube years ago. A lovely fellow. I haven't seen anything from him in several years now. I pray he's well. So that's where I started learning how to do three-sided things, was from Robbie. Now, if you want to turn just a standard three-sided one like this, then what you do is you put hole number one like this in your point, if I can hit it, and hole number one here. And when you start spinning it, that will give you your three sides. And you cut down, you saw the circles that I had on the ends, or you may not have, but you see I've got a circle on here, and I've got a circle on here. So what you do is you cut down to that circle. You can put any kind of a shape you want in here as long as you're careful and you are thinking three-dimensionally. Otherwise, you're going to get in trouble. But it's standard three-sided. I would do it this way: 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3. That's not what we're going to do. We're going to do with a twist. So you go, got to keep it in 1. And rather than going to hole 1, over here, I'm going to go to hole 2. If I can hit the hole. Now this, for beginners, this looks a little daunting. It can seem a little scary with this thing flapping around like it is, because it is going to be doing some flapping around. But it's really not that hard. First thing I'm going to do is turn my lathe speed down. See, that looks a little wonky, don't it? That's about 750. Let me put my face shield on. Just in case. And I'm going to start with my roughing gouge. This big thing here. Just to take an easy bite. Lock my spindle down, that might help. Yep. It jumped the hole. You got to be careful. You don't want to take too big a bite, or things like that can happen. And I took too big a bite. Of course, why? Oh, because it's a demo. Always.
Is that wood kind of punky?
It is not punky. It's spalted, but it's not punky. It's spalted grapefruit. It's not real hard, but it's not soft either. Small bites, Bill. What I'm doing right now is just trying to take this down to the line. I don't want to go past that line. And I may have already. Nope, I hasn't. Another problem, a while ago when I was cutting this way, I was cutting uphill. Wood doesn't like to be cut uphill. It's finicky that way. Now you got to do a lot of starting and stopping. That's perfect on this end. So now I want to do the same thing down here. Without getting blinded by my light. This one's going to go a little bit deeper.
Hey, Billy,
Yes, ma'am.
Chuck has a question. I'm not
Uh-oh.
sure what it is exactly. Chuck, can you ask this question?
I went too deep.
Yeah, Billy, you had mentioned wood doesn't like to be turned uphill or downhill.
Okay.
The question that has perplexed me is how the heck do you know the difference before you start turning it, or do you have to wait until you start turning it?
Well, no, it's it depends on the direction of the grain. The grain is running this way in this piece, right? Because that's how it came out of the tree this way. So at this angle, the grain is like this. And a while ago, I was cutting this way. So I had unsupported fibers out here on the end, and it was wanting to tear up. That's cutting uphill. Cutting down, and it's like running. If you've ever used a plane to plane wood, you don't want to go what's called against the grain. If you've got a little bit of a angle in the wood, say you're running your plane on this piece of wood, and the wood has a little bit of an angle on it. If you go this way, you're going to get tear out because it's picking up the fibers. If you come this way, it's going to lay it down because you're laying those fibers down.
So
So when I started, I was going uphill. I should have been cutting downhill. That's why when I came over here, I could cut this way just fine because I'm cutting downhill. You have to
I
keep
see.
those kinds of things in mind. And if you see that little dot right there, that's where my hole was. I mean, that's not where my hole was. My holes are over here. But I got really close and I went a little too deep. Not a
Okay.
whole lot too deep, but a little. So I'm going to have to work around that. But
Thank you, Billy.
you're welcome. So now that I've got my end goal defined, I can start working on the shape of the piece. Nah, don't do that. Yeehaw.
Billy, can you hear me as you're turning?
I can.
Okay. Somebody wants to know, how did you decide on the radius of the circles on each end?
By guessing Begali. Honestly, I didn't math it. I just did it. because I thought that's what would look. I thought because it looked better that way, but I don't know that it's gonna. That's why I did what I did. Actually, I did the first circle, and then I did the second circle, and to see if I was close, I ran the Fibonacci numbers, and it was close. It wasn't exact, but it was close enough. All right, I need a little more.
I like Heather's comment when you were explaining the wood grain.
Yes.
She says it's like petting your dog from tail towards the head.
Exactly.
That's like turning up
If you
uphill.
pet a dog backwards from the tail forward, you're going to raise that hair up. Well, that's what you're doing with those fibers. All right, I need a little more out here in the middle. I'm not worried about this being out of shape down here because I'm going to cut a lot of this away for the tenon for when I turn it and put it in the chuck so I can hollow it out. I'm basically right now just looking at my line, and I need a little more here in the middle. So I'll start going this way. A harder wood would give me a better result. And when you get it caught like that, because the wood is a little soft, it throws it out of the hole. All right.
Billy, I was a comment on your or a question on your comment about a harder would be easier. I would think that would be the opposite of that because a harder wood, if you got a catch, would be more prone to jerk out of the hole, wouldn't it?
Not necessarily. It I have found that the harder grains, as long as you're introducing the tool correctly, like to cut. They don't like to grab and chunk away. But that's just from my perspective.
Okay, thank you, Billy.
So right now, I'm going to come in here. You want to do your sanding. This is 150 grit. You want to do your sanding before you move to another spot, because sanding this after that is going to be hard to do. And I don't want to use my power sander and try to sand it while it's spinning, because that will knock my points away or my edges. And I want to keep my edges if I can. This is not going to be anywhere close to perfect. We're going to call this a rustic piece. I don't like it, but that's the way it is. I do want to try to get rid of that little hump a little if I can. You know, it makes a big difference when you slow down, and take your time.
All right, so Billy, the concept is it's basically curving from your 1 to your 3, right? Basically, as it goes around.
1 to 2.
Okay, 1 to 2. Thank you.
I got rid of that hump. I'm happy. I didn't get rid of the tear out. I'm not happy about that. But such as it is. That's actually smooth enough at 150. I don't need to take it any finer. So now we got 1 to 2 done. So let's go from 2 to 3. That's 2. What's that? That's 3. Come on, baby. You know, a steady hand would be really nice. Wish I had one. Because I went a little further here than I wanted to, this may give me an issue, but it may not. We shall see. We shall see. Okay. Okie doke. Now again, downhill. That's one of the reasons I like these safety centers. A little bit of a catch, and it threw it out. And the reason it's doing that is because you've got quite an angle going on here. Barbara Dill is so much better at three-sided, this off-center stuff than me. Easy. Starting to split, but I think I can work with it. I'm almost down to my spot. That'll do. Now, to make this look as even as possible, I need to go to the same spot that I went here, which means just a little bit more. So you just got to keep a checking. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Now I want to work on the middle. This wood don't know it yet, but I'm more stubborn than it is.
You're fearless, Billy.
Fearless? Not me.
I'm just
You
opening up
got
saying
it.
same thing, just laugh.
Yeah, you got it. Go for it.
That's funny. Go for it is right.
Billy, you're doing an excellent job. Just keep it up.
I'm not fearless. I'm just stubborn.
That was the funny part.
So what I'm watching my shadow line over here, and I want somewhat of a straightish slope. And one of the things that can help you are these red lines. When you go to they will disappear when you get where you want it to be. I'm going to call that right there. Little bit of a bandsaw mark right here.
What is this going to be, Billy? I forgot. Is this a three-sided goblet?
No, it's going to be a three-sided vase, I hope.
Oh, okay.
Twist.
Hey, Billy, what's your offset from the center point? 3/8 of an inch or something?
Over here is about a half inch on this
Okay.
one. This one is about a half, and from this thing.
Yes, sir.
And this one is about 3/8.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sheila White says, I think I was too fearful when I did one of these. Got very little twist and it wasn't even. I don't think I did the circles to index it. Now I know better. Thanks, Billy.
You're welcome. All right, come on. All right, quit wiggling all over the place. You'll be a lot happier. Or I will be a lot happier. Let me put it that way.
Don't look like you're catching much on there.
Do what?
It don't look like you're catching much. Wow.
Put some crank on that and see what that does.
Stand back, everybody.
La 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 la.
So you're running this at 350?
See what happens when you slow down and take smaller bites?
Leonard said he's hiding behind you.
A little more. That's pretty close. Did I mention this one's going to be rustic?
Yep.
Okay, good. Ooh, that's just pert near perfect. Pert near being the operative word. Now you still got my red line there. And it's got a little bit of a hump right there. So now And if y'all are watching the shadow line, you might be able to see that hump. This ain't gonna be the prettiest one I ever made. I'll tell you that. Taint. But see, that's a much better cut. And that's almost perfect. So boy, that grapefruit's got some, I don't know if y'all can see that. It's got some curl in it. It does.
That's pretty.
Hey, Bill, how would you rate the wood? I mean, how's it feel turning?
Well, I love turning this spalted grapefruit. It's nice. I've turned several pieces of it already.
Hey,
Right
Billy?
now, it's still this thing's got more bumps than the Kardashian sisters, but we're going to smooth some of that out.
A couple of people have commented that you wouldn't have as much splitting out or something if you were using a smaller gouge. Why are you using, can you explain why you're using the big one? I don't think he can hear me.
You probably can't hear you over the sander, Brenda.
Yeah, probably not.
I misjudged the size of the blank that I needed for this. Got some natural edge here. Got a little bit of a bandsaw kerf here from where I cut it. It was a bowl blank originally, but it had crack in it running through the middle. So I cut this into 2 blanks to do this with. Right
Billy,
now, that's what?
Billy, we had a question why you were using such a big roughing gouge.
Uh-huh.
Could you use a smaller one? Do you have to use one that size?
No, you don't have to use one this size. I like this one. I have.
So you're using the big one just because it's your preference?
Yes, for a couple of reasons. You see the difference in shape? See how this one has, it's more rounded this way?
Yeah.
I don't like the way these cut. This one I find that I have better control of. And in fact, it almost works like a skew from time to because of the way you can position it. And I can do more things with it. I can cut I can cut mortises with it. It's just you just put it up on the end and cut a mortise. That curl is pretty. Too bad this piece ain't gonna match it. You know what? I can do that. If you're careful, you can sand this once you get it between centers too, just by rotating it back and forth. I want to try to clean this up a little bit because right now it's uglier than Rosie O'Donnell. I'm not worried about the end because I'm going to cut them off. I just don't like that. When I first got started, I was a little anxious. A little anxious? Yeah, a little anxious. I should have come down a little more right in here to give it more of an angle. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. I suppose I could try. But you see, it's got the twist, which is what I was going for. I just left this high here on this, down toward this end. So let's get real brave.
Uh-oh.
I don't remember which hole that was. I'm going to be cutting there. So it had to be like that. My story, and I'm sticking to it. But now I need to know what I need to do. I mean, I need to know now I know what I need to do. And I need to take some of this out down in here. And I know this is right because this is how I'm cutting. So even though I can't see my numbers anymore, I have my cut plane right here. So it's easy for me to put back into the place as long as I don't get overzealous. See what that dude. That may be better. Maybe better.
Hey, Billy,
Yeah.
we got a comment to share with you. Sandy
Yeah.
says, Billy, I love watching your demo. You make me laugh and learn new techniques at the same time.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad I can make somebody laugh. All right, that one and that one. Now, how much to take off? I don't know. We'll just go until I'm happy. You know, smoother cuts would make for an easier finish. Billy. Without being so jumpy all around all over the. Ooh, doggy. I need to clean that up a little bit. That's nastier than the Miley Cyrus video. Ah. Don't approach the wood until you're ready to cut, stupid. Better. Better-ish. I don't think I cut this one a second time yet. Did I? No, I don't think I did. Don't tell Sandy. I mean, Sue, not Sandy. Don't tell Sue. Right there. La 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 la. That'll work. Except for all that lovely tear out. How many people have jumped ship already?
You only lost about 4.
Well, that ain't bad.
Now you've lost 7.
Hey, honey, come watch this comedy show.
No, that's great.
Watch this fool think he can turn. All right. Now I'm going to put a tenon down here so I can shuck it up.
Billy Dunn says he's here until the ship sinks or doesn't.
Well, thank you. It may sink. It may sink. I'm going to come in and do a peeling cut. Or a planing cut, I should say. You know, that ain't bad. I'm using a Vic Mark chuck, so I'm going to make a dovetail. Just to give it a little more bite. Before I put it in the chuck, almost got ahead of myself. I want to round this corner off just a little. Just to give it some shape. That's just nasty. Shame on you. You're the one that did it, dummy. Yep, I am. Get this 800-pound chuck mounted up. I do like these 120s, but man, they're heavy. Ow. My elbow poker got my thumb. Let's make sure before I tighten that we're centered. A lot of turners frequently ask, well, what's better to use, a mortise or a tenon? My answer to that is, well, it depends on what you want to do. In a case like this, where the grain's running this way, a compression fit, like on a tenon, I think works better and is stronger. On a bowl, with this cross grain, this is me, not everybody. I don't like tenons because the grain's running this way and you're clamped on it this way. And if you apply enough pressure or get a strong enough catch, depending on the species of wood, you're going to rip that tenon right off. So in those cases, for bowls, I almost always use a mortise. Again, that's just me. All right, we're center. I can't get rid of my elbow poker. I'm gonna use my bowl couch since it's handy. And I'm gonna, come on now, behave yourself. Let's change views in just a second. Move this camera over so maybe you can see. All right, let me. Oh, one of my cameras died. Wonder if the other one did. Y'all still have me?
Yes.
Yes, the overhead.
Okay.
Yes, of
All right.
course. Hey, everything's good. Everything's good, Billy.
Absolutely.
You scared me for a minute.
No, we're watching.
We just have trouble finding our unmute button and
Oh, it's okay.
Dave, yes, you're right.
Oops.
That's a good long way away from the lathe. Now towards you.
Come on. Yeah, right there. Now what I'm going to do to start my hollowing, I have this, I don't know, it's an off size. I bought it because it was cheaper than the 3/4 inch, but it's almost 3/4 of an inch. Morse taper.
it's enormous.
This is what I do all my depth drilling with. And I forgot to see how far in I want to go. Okay, now I know how far in I want to go. I was just thinking, this one was a whole lot easier to do. And the reason it was is because you're going down to the same shape. No, you can't see that. This one is a lot easier, without the twist, because you're going down and following that same shadow line. You put a twist in them, they get difficult. It's kind of hard to tell where you are sometimes.
Only when you get old.
Beg pardon?
No, that makes a lot of sense. It's got to
I
have
said
a show
only when
all
you
the
get
time.
old.
I have a feeling if you're 25 and you don't see a shadow line when you got a twist, you got a problem with your eyes.
And whoever said that about only when you get old needs to remember that most of us on here are old.
That's right. We're the majority here.
Boy, right now is when I need one of those Jim Duxbury crank wheels. That's far enough. I like that tool. Now we got to get rid of that stuff. But that's okay. We know how. Now, since that's in grain, I'm going to clean the end of this up with a round nose scraper. I ain't even close. Better. Not there yet. Got to get rid of my holes. That'll work. That will work. Now to hollow this, if I was a smart man, and which nobody's ever accused me of being, I would use my elbow tool but it takes a while to set up. So I'm going to take this little Trent Bosch mini hollower. I'm not going to be able to get terribly deep with it. I can get almost to the bottom though. Yeah, maybe I did get to the bottom. You want to do this as smoothly as you can, because you're not going to be able to get down in there and sand this. Number one. Number two, if you get too carried away, remember these twists are coming this way. If you get too carried away, you can actually cut through a section. Now, that might look pretty cool as long as it happened on all three of them and you didn't blow the piece up. And my air compressor kicked on.
We can't hear it, Billy.
Billy, Leonard would like you to show
So
him what that tool was.
How are we gonna sand this? Well, the answer is carefully. And
Billy, can you show us that tool before you start sanding? Leonard would like to see it.
all right, let my air compressor die first, because I
we
can't
hear
you
it, Billy.
We
can't hear your air compressor.
I can hear it, and I can't hear you.
Aha.
Okay, question was?
Leonard would like to see a closer look of the tool you just had in your hand.
Oh, this one?
That one.
It's one of Trent Bosch's mini hollowing tools.
So is that got flat spots on it, Billy, on the top and bottom, or is it completely round?
It's flat. Can you see?
Okay. How about the shaft where your fingers are? Is that flat too, or no?
No, it's round.
Okay.
The shaft is round, but it's flattened here on the cutting edge.
Yep.
Is that carbide?
It is not carbide. I don't know. Trent Bosch makes them and sells them. I'm assuming it's high-speed steel, but I don't know for sure.
How do you sharpen it? How do you hold it and sharpen it?
I take it out of the handle and just put it on the platform. I'll set my angle the same as the angle that's on it.
Right. I got you. Right.
And then I'll just.
Right.
Haven't had to sharpen it yet.
Show us when you do.
Uh-oh, Billy. What'd we do?
What
There we
happened?
go. Never mind.
Somebody said, I don't want to watch sanding. I want to look at this.
Yeah.
We just had an oops moment.
At a what moment?
An oops moment.
Yeah.
Bill,
all right.
every been very enjoyable tonight. Please, just continue. It's fun.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I am.
Me, not so much. Whose crazy idea was it to do a twisted vase anyway?
You need to make some of those Dean Grimes sanding tools, Billy.
Oh yeah, it was mine. Woo! The inside of that is rougher than a UFC match. I didn't think to make. See, I have things for hollowing inside vessels.
There you go.
This is an old Cincinnati Reds giveaway bat. If you went to one of their games, I cut a X in the handle up here and stuck some sandpaper in it. It works great. Down on this end, I taped some sandpaper over it, and that works pretty good on the inside of a small piece. But this piece is too small for that. And this is just an apricot branch that I roughly turned and did the same thing, cut a X in it and put some paper on it. So you can come up with all kinds of things. And I'm just not comfortable enough sticking my finger any further inside there than I am already.
I wouldn't do that.
Please don't do it.
Don't do that.
No, don't do it at all. You already showed us what you have.
You can't see in it anyways.
Hey, think
That's
about
right.
it.
Well, but if somebody sticks their finger in it, they'd be able to feel it. But I'm not worried about this because this piece is never leaving the shop. This will go to the burn pit, which is a shame because that curl and that right there in that one area, that curl is just crazy.
There's nothing wrong with the piece that you're making tonight.
Instead of taking it to the burn pile, why don't you just maybe just return it, turn it into something else?
I was thinking about that as I was looking at that curl, Brenda. I could,
like Leonard just said, you can send it to me.
In fact, let's do that. What happens if you're turning a three-sided piece and it goes south? What do you do then?
Is this going to be a recovery piece now?
You do this.
You round it out and make it round.
No, not really. Not completely. We'll see how. This will tell us how inaccurate my cutting was on the twist. Where are we at time wise, Scott?
You have plenty of time, Billy.
You have all night.
We only have 3 or 4 more gallery pieces, so you got plenty of time.
Okay. Well, this ain't going to take long. Now I'm coming from the thicker part to the thinner part, so I'm cutting downhill all the way. And I'm doing this because if Dane was here, he'd say, "Do it, Billy, do it."
Yeah, you got plenty of time, Billy. It's not even 8 o'clock your time yet.
Some places I was close, and other places I wasn't so close. Down here's not bad as far as how that looks goes.
Can you hit us with that overhead view again?
That's where I was going. I realized when I was pointing stuff out to you that I wasn't showing you right. So that's about the same as that, which is about the same as that. Down here on this end, nope, no, not even close. So, but without all the tear out and stuff, when it was all said and done, I don't think anybody would have noticed. I'm not as good cutting left-handed as I am right. That's still going to be an awful ugly weed pot, but look at that curl. I don't like that at all. I don't. Anyway, I'll figure out something to do with this. Maybe. I don't really feel like wasting any more time on it tonight, though. I really don't. So that's how not to do. That's how not to do a three-sided vase with a twist.
From where I was sitting.
But we learned something. I learned something. See, I do three-sided boxes with a twist, and I think the reason that they always come out rather successful is because I'm not putting a taper on the box. I think that's what got me here. The box is pretty much the same dimension top to bottom, and it twists. And that's easy to do.
Well, I mean, the whole night was enjoyable, Bill. I mean, none of us here are rookies. We watched from beginning, and then when it slipped the first time, that
Oh, well,
that kind of threw it off.
That kind of thing happens when you're doing the three-sided things. You're gonna get you'll get it tossed off from time to time, kicked out of your points, and that's not that big a deal. That didn't bother me. What I wasn't happy with was how the shape was going. I've never done a three-sided piece with a twist with that much variation from top to bottom.
Well, that's what I was saying. When it come off a couple times, maybe the center was moved. You know?
No, that didn't move. I was right on center every time.
On
It's
both
just
ends.
that
On both ends. Okay.
I hadn't thought it through mathematically enough, I don't think.
Too much dramatic from end to end?
Because I don't like doing math.
Me neither.
No, I think that's
So
right.
I leave the math stuff to Jim.
Well, what you had before you turned around, what you had, that was very, that was a nice looking piece. I was waiting for you to put a finish on it. Well, tell you the truth, I was.
No,
I thought it was nice.
no, that piece would never see a finish. Now I happen to have a Nern right here that I've already got marked up. And I will probably do one of these with it. Just a straight three-sided vase or weed pot. I won't put a twist in this one. And hopefully we can find some of that curl in this piece too. But
do you think some of
do
you think that the wood was kind of soft for what you were doing?
No. This grapefruit is every bit as hard as, if not harder, than soft maple.
So Billy, what was your difference from end to end on your circumference that you were trying to match? How much variation was there from one end to the other?
A quarter of an inch, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, when you made the circles on both ends?
Yeah.
For your centers?
Yeah.
Are they both the same size?
No.
Okay, you made it a quarter inch smaller?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is the top, and I mean this is the bottom, and it's a little over 2.1 inches.
Mm-hmm.
This is the top, and it is just over 1.6 inches. So that was the difference. I mean, that is the difference. This one, this had the same dimension on it as this one. So 2.1 to 1.5 inch difference.
Should you have turned the taper before you started doing the offsets? That would give you your line.
You mean the straight taper?
Yeah.
I could have. I've not tried to do straight and then twist it. I don't know what that would do.
The same proportion, the same.
It might.
That gives you your indexing in the right plane all the way down.
Right.
You gave me something to think about.
Oh.
I think I may try that, Billy.
I may try that with this one.
If not, you can make twisted pens.
I may try that with this one.
Yeah,
I've done it.
Do the standard three size and then go. Yeah. Okay.
Then mark your indexing once you've got it tapered.
Yep.
I've done a couple twisted pens, and I think primarily it was a matter of just taking my time and I took minuscule cuts. It was just very, very small
Oh
cuts.
yeah, you do have to take your time, especially if you're doing a pin, something that's small. I would never dream of doing that.
One trick I've found is if you imagine that you're cutting deeper toward the center than towards the end, so that you're cutting down towards the center,
Yes.
you get
Yes.
a better line.
Yes. Yeah, it throws you off. You think you're going too deep. Like when I'm doing boxes, I'll have to stop and I'll go, whoa, that's kind of concave. Shouldn't be concave. It should be straight. And so it kind of throws you off a little bit. You have to make yourself cut what you think is more hollow than you're cutting.
You won't do that if you taper the piece, though.
Yeah, I think you're right. And that's part of where I was struggling, I think, with this.
Yeah, you won't do that.
So, it's not something I'd ever done before. It's just a wild idea I had, and I thought I'd give it a whirl. But I'll try that with this one, and I'll video it, and we'll see what happens. But before I do any of that stuff, I have got to get those urns made. I've been procrastinating on starting on those. Well, not really been procrastinating. I haven't had any time to get out in the shop until this week, but I have kind of procrastinated on doing those urns because I want them to be perfect because that's who it's for, or because of who it's for. So I'm a little apprehensive about that, but I'm sure once I get into it, I'll be all right. So I appreciate y'all sticking with me, such as it
It
is.
was fun, Bill. It was fun, Billy.
We learned something. See, that's the thing. We learned something.
Exactly. That's all that matters.
It was
I heard it was very
enjoyable.
entertaining.
Good
It was
demo,
very-
Billy. Enjoyable. Even
Yeah, it was very
rusty.
enjoyable. I would have left it alone. I would have turned it around. I tell you, I was waiting to put a finish on it. I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I didn't know this thing is not.
With all that sanding you did, I was
There's
ready for a finish. I was going to ask you what kind of finish you were going to put on there.
There's way too much tear out on this thing for me to even begin to think about putting a finish on it.
Well, I'm
I
watching
have
you
a-
on my cell phone, but it looked fine to me.
I have an equipment question.
All right, Gary.
Your dust extractor that's at your lathe was doing an excellent job of grabbing the chips as they came off the piece.
Thank you for asking that one. I wanted to ask that.
How much, what kind of dust extraction system do you have? Show us some pictures of what you got there.
Because it was actually grabbing it, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it looked like it was getting everything.
This is, it's a homemade contraption. This is, I bought some of these backs that you put a 4-inch hose on. So I've got some of these, and I built this little box for it. And as you can see, it's kind of curved. So it's higher up here or wider up here and about, I don't know, 2 inches shorter down here. And I did a video years ago of an articulating arm that I made out of wood that ran this way, coming out from the wall that I had this on, and it wasn't working real well. I couldn't get it where I wanted it. This thing, I can't move it side to side. I can move it backward and forward on multiple planes, but I can't move it, and I can turn this, but I can't move it this way. So it's just kind of centrally located, and I turn the hood as I need to. Everything is plumbed up through the ceiling.
2 inches.
Let me switch cameras.
So that's what I need.
Oops, wrong button. Jose. So everything is, come on. And you can see the box there and the articulating arms that I
Oh,
made.
yeah.
So everything is plumb to the ceiling. This up here goes up to the ceiling and it goes across into my, and see that those come around to my other lathe. And no, that's the other side. That's the input side. I've also got them coming around over here to my other lathe and my, come on, you, to over to my other lathe. That's this one right here. And my bandsaw, that one in the back. And it's all just 4-inch sewer PVC. Okay, that's as far as she goes. But from what you're looking at there, going across to your left, it goes inside my, got a little storage room over there, 100 square foot storage room. And it's got my 2-stage dust collector in it. It's a Harbor Freight 2-stage dust collector, whatever horsepower those are. I don't remember. Was it 1.5 or 2 horses?
That's all it is, because that's what I have. Yes.
So it's a Harbor Freight dust collector, and I took it apart. You know what? I'll just go show you. Let me log in to Zoom with my phone.
I can't imagine that this dust collector that we're talking about will pull all of those lengths.
Well, I'll show you why it does here in just a second, Al.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's got to be something.
Let me get my website up here.
Did you do away with the bags and just shoot it out the house?
Yes, sir.
That's what I did to mine.
All right. Okay.
I'll show you.
I have a canister. I took the bag off, and I have a canister.
Well, he still collects the chip pallets. He's exhausting the air out the back.
Right. I understand how it goes. Right.
I'm letting you in, Billy.
Okay. Okay. Oh, we got an echo. Hopefully that will go away when I walk in here. Are you seeing me or are you seeing the?
Hang on, I'll switch you.
We're seeing the back of your head.
You're seeing you walking to the door. Wave a wave.
I gotta find his new picture. Where is he?
All right.
Now we're seeing you.
I gotta turn this. Aha. All right. So this is where it comes through the wall into this little storage room. And it comes down. I've got it going into a super dust deputy cyclone down into this pot.
Well,
I took it off the stand completely. This is the stand. And I put this boat ratchet thing on it so I can lower this. It's on wheels in the back. So I can lower that to get to my dust tub. But I mounted the motor to the door. And there's a cutout right there where it's blowing out. So the dust comes in here, hits the cyclone, spins, falls into the bucket, except for the very finest stuff. And then it'll blow out here.
When
I did this, I tested the suction at the long run. I'm running about 30 feet, and I tested that, and I had plenty of suction, and I do it all my tools.
So where in the line is the Harbor Freight dust collector?
Look to the door.
Right here.
Where?
Right there.
That green that
to the wall. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it right there.
Okay. I don't have that. Okay.
Yeah, you do, because that's where your
Yeah, you
fans
do. If
what?
you've got the
do your
Harbor Freight one
construction.
with the bags, you've got this.
Well, I mean, it's all still, the way it was showed me in the shop.
Right.
It has
Right.
legs and it has everything.
Al, this is a re-engineered using a Harbor Freight motor and turbine.
Everybody's pulling me in here.
Yep.
I can't explain myself. But yes, I understand it. I understand it. Yeah, it's nice. So it's
But
nice.
it gets twice the suction that it did when it had bags attached.
At least.
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
staring at that, and
It
the
works
way it
great.
was sucking
Now, who was
everything.
saying my messy studio ain't messy?
That's what I was talking about, Billy. Looks good.
Man, that looks like my shop.
Good.
You know, it would be nice if all my wood was up on racks like that, but that's what's left of 200-year-old pianos. Some of that is too. My two lasers over there.
Okay, everybody, keep them away from your piano.
So,
Hey,
I got a
look
couple
at
of
that
burls over there I need to do something with.
Hey, look at that table saw top is clean. He could actually use it without having to clean it off.
I know, and that's only recent because up until 2 days ago, that was sitting on it. So you can see this is the squirrel cage that was for a ceiling oven vent or a stovetop, and the door that was on it is this little thing. So that's what it was putting out. The input is the size of that box, but the output was severely restricted. So I made it about twice the size. I cut it open, and it hadn't overheated on me yet. So I'm happy with that now. That should keep some of the finer dust, like what's sitting on top of my computer and everything else.
It will. It will. I mean, you know it yourself. That's a good idea to do what we were talking about earlier. It does scrub the air.
Yeah, see, look at that, Al. Look at that. There's no way I'm putting a finish on that.
Well, we didn't see that.
And that filter you got on the other camera did a great job of covering that up.
The what on the other camera?
The filter.
I
wasn't
running a filter.
No, but it was covering it up. That's what I'm saying.
It was still, you know what? It was really enjoyable.
Yeah,
Believe
see,
me,
look at
Billy,
that.
it was enjoyable.
That's nasty. That is nastier than Miley Cyrus video. I ain't kidding you.
Is that the part? Is that what you said? Okay, there's cracks there.
All right,
Off
my phone.
That was funny. That's funny.
Hey, Billy.
Just funny.
Yeah.
Hey, Billy.
Yes, sir.
Who are all these people you referred to? Like Miley Cyrus? Who are these people?
You don't know who Miley Cyrus is?
Why should I?
Well, you shouldn't, Howard. Maybe. Billy Ray's daughter. Anyway, the Kardashian sisters, I'm sure you know who they are.
I live out in the woods somewhere.
Wasn't Miley Cyrus one of them
No,
musketeers?
no. How are you live on Mars if you don't know what he just said?
You're better off not knowing.
Right. Absolutely, Brenda.
Much better off not knowing. I don't know. I just say things once in a while.
We had fun with it.
Yep.
Believe me, it was an enjoyable evening.
Well, I appreciate it. I really do. I ain't kidding.
That was very nice, Billy.
You did a great job, Billy.
Thank you,
Nice,
Billy.
nice job.
I
Billy.
was hoping that we could have come up with something that was at least interesting looking. Well, this looks interesting in all the wrong ways.
It was interesting looking. You're doing one that saw that crack that looked like Miley Cyrus.
But like
You're
I
the
said,
only one, not
Miley
us.
Cyrus.
we learned something, so that's okay.
I don't. I thought you were gonna put a finish on it.
Allie's gonna mail it to you, and you put it in your treasure chest.
Hell no! This ugly thing ain't leaving my shop. If this leaves my shop, it's going straight to the burn pit. I guarantee you.
Wood stove.
There's too much curl in there to do that, Billy. You got to figure out how.
There is. I may come up with a. I don't know. I may come up with a something.
I was just going to say something.
Lighthouse. Got room for a big bulb there.
Well, no, you know what? Think about it. How much wall do you have left?
3/8 of an inch.
You could make another shape with that.
Wood stove, Billy. Make something else. Put another block on the lathe. Make something nice.
Billy, what's your length
You
on
spend
that?
all damn day screwing around with that, and you got it.
But you know
Well,
what?
there is a thing.
You
Jim,
can turn the camera on right now, and you can make a different shape.
6 inches, Tim. You're right, Jim. I don't like throwing good money after bad, and that's kind of what. That's what this would be, to put a whole lot more time in it. So I don't know. We'll see.
You could
Somebody asked about the light. I think that's a mirror over here, over your left shoulder. Is that a light blinking on and off, or a mirror?
That is
right there.
Oh, that ain't it.
No, right there.
That is that's a Harbor Freight LED.
Oh, okay.
And it was off. I said it was off. Okay. What you're getting is the light from this LED shining on it. So I just laid it down pointing to the ceiling, and you don't see that anymore. But when I raise it up, it's reflecting off of the mirror in the back of that little LED light. You know, these little cheap Harbor Freight things you can get?
Yeah, the ones they used to give away every month.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Don't you
last. They last about 6 days, and they're not good anymore.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Don't you love Harbor Freight?
Yeah, that's true.
some things I do, Brenda. Some things not so much.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like
Billy?
my Harbor Freight dust collector. I have had that. I'm gonna jinx it.
Don't do it.
I've had that Harbor Freight dust collector 25 years.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And I use it all the time.
Really?
No.
I've had mine about 5 years, and I don't see any difference with the, I mean, if the motor lasts, well, that's the only thing I can see that will be different from anything else. But the exhaust and everything is the same,
Yeah.
So,
Well, as long as the impeller stays together, and I know that cage is, I know the sheet metal's good. If that motor burns out, I can research the specs on that motor and find another one a whole lot cheaper than I can buy a new dust collector.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing,
I mean,
Harbor Freight has replacement motors.
Of course they do.
They got farm duty electric motors.
The
The thing you got to remember about what Billy's doing is he's not running any chips through that motor. Like when you have the double bags, you're actually sucking chips through the motor, and that's what wears them out. If you can go to a cyclone system or a Thine system where all you're blowing through there is a little bit of fine dust, which is very little, you don't wear those impellers out, or the motors either, for that matter.
Yeah, because they don't have to work. You're not wearing the motor out because it doesn't have to work as hard.
Right.
Guys, I don't know if you see. I mean, you see this cardboard box right here?
Yeah.
That is my dust collector. It's like you see the hose coming in right here, and I have a canister right here, and the whole thing is the all around my dust collector, the physical thing. I have insulation around it, and then all around the inside of this cardboard, I have insulation around it. And I am only, and now right here, you see these two double hoses?
Yeah.
Two double hoses, and it goes into one hose. And I'm only like 6 feet away from that. This is it. And I can't imagine, Bill, what you showed tonight. I mean, that was, and sometimes I say to myself that I don't like what's going on because I don't like the suction. And you showed me something really, something to really think about.
How does your motor breathe with it being stuffed inside that box with all that insulation?
Really?
It's in the back. It's in the back. Here's
You're cutting off all the airflow because you got it surrounded by all that cardboard.
No. So I have a hole here. This is just pieces of lawn chairs. It's down here. The motor's on the outside.
Right.
And it's
your bag
out there,
and your filter are inside.
But the filter and the bag are inside there.
Yeah,
And that filter, the air's being pulled into there, and the chips are being dumped in the bag, and the air's being pushed out through that filter. But if you've got that filter,
I have a canister. Yes.
Okay,
canister. That's what I'm saying. That
if you've got that canister stuffed inside of a box surrounded by insulation, it's not breathing, and that's part of your problem.
That's where I was going with the whole story tonight. I mean, I did all that because of the sound and the noise only being 5 feet, 6 feet away from me. That was why I did what I did. And yes, it was an interesting evening.
Yeah, the other thing that'll help you, Al, too, is if you can get away from, run as much PVC pipe as you can before you get to the corrugated, because it's
right.
The airflow through PVC pipe.
I only have 6 feet. I only have 6 feet.
I bet you if you ran 4 feet of that in PVC and only 2 foot in flex hose, you double your airflow suction rate.
Maybe
by a smaller hole.
No.
But put a 4-inch PVC. Put 4-inch PVC on there and only 2 feet of flex hose. You'll double the suction rate off that blower.
4-inch PVC chewer pipe. It's cheap.
Yep. It's like $27 for 10 feet of it.
You know, when I first started plumbing this shop in 2018, I was getting this stuff for like $10.50 a stick.
Yeah.
It's like it's around $20, between 20 and $25 a stick.
That's crazy.
But what I'm not understanding is I'm only 6 feet away from the dust collector to what.
Yeah, but that corrugated hose, Al, is so inefficient because of the corrugations in it. It's not smooth. The smoother the pipe, the better the suction.
Within 6 feet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're muffling the air output by having a box and insulation around it.
Yep.
That flex
Oh,
pipe
You're
creates
probably
turbulence.
I no, I understand that part. Like I said, I did that because of the noise.
Yep.
that
Um,
dust collector, your dust collector, Al, is probably only running at 20 to 30% efficiency.
Or less, because
More or less.
it being muffled in that cardboard box.
And the 6 feet of flex hose that he has. 2 flex
Yeah.
hoses actually.
Whereas mine is running at
two. I have two. Yes.
mine is running at 80 about 80% proficiency.
Really?
Because
No,
you,
no, you
you
make
lose about 10% just putting a canister on, replacing the bag with a canister. You lose some.
Because and again, I mean, I'm in a 2-car garage. I mean, I don't want stuff flying everywhere, you know, and nothing is going to go outside like what Billy showed tonight. I mean, you know, but all right, I'll have to think about this. I mean, I did this because of noise.
And I don't have anything flying outside. If I was to take you back there, it's too dark right now. But if I took you back there and showed you the wall, there's nothing on it.
Oh, I thought you had a hole going through the outside of the wall.
He does, but it's only fine dust that goes out.
no
dust.
Well, I mean, I'm not questioning what
Not
goes
chip.
out. I'm just
That's
saying
only
that was your whole opening. It's just like a exhaust system in a car. You need so much, you know, back pressure in order to have the front pressure. I understand what we're doing on. I understand.
The only time that thing has ever thrown sawdust out of the vent on the back side of the shop is the one time I let it get too full.
Right. You overfilled the canister.
Yep.
No, hey, I think
Well,
I had a
I'm
great night
impressed
tonight.
too, Billy, because the only thing I've got the Harbor Freight too. It's not surrounded by anything. It does have the canister, but I know that when I use it, yeah, I can use it for sanding and it picks things up, but it sure doesn't pick anything up if it's finer than sawdust. I mean, really fine sawdust. And
Really?
I'm kind of set up like Al. I've got less than 6 feet of hose, so I'm going to have to shorten it even more or something. I don't know. It's insane. I get really frustrated that it doesn't catch anything that's coming off the lathe.
I don't, you know, I don't really understand that because I mean, I have to put like, and I've said it in the past, down in my chute that sucks in, I have a piece of chicken wire there because I mean, I've lost a lot of things going down there. Sandpaper, you know. I
do
mean,
that too.
what? I didn't hear what. I mean, that was one of the things I'm
I'm
trying to
saying
think of.
I lose sandpaper too. Doesn't pick up the sawdust, but it'll pick up my sandpaper.
No, but I'm saying I put a little piece of chicken wire down in the you know area, and it catches it, But I'm just saying that okay. So I have my exhaust that's coming from my lathe, and then I have I have something that makes it turn into 2 hoses. So where would I put a different kind of a pipe?
Coming out of your dust collector. First 4 feet of your dust collector should be PVC.
On this end.
Yes.
Yeah. Check this out, guys. I just turned my dust collector on. I got a loose hose here that I use for pickup. That's the kind of suction I'm getting 30 feet away from that motor.
Wow. That's incredible.
Who was it that was having a problem with their dust collector not picking anything up just a minute ago?
Oh, me, Dave.
Dave,
Yeah,
check,
it'll
check
pick up
your hose.
sawdust and that's
Are you
it.
using the original Harbor Freight hose, or do you have?
I'm using the original Harbor Freight hose. I've got to replace it, obviously. It's
check your hose. Those Harbor Freight hoses, they do get brittle, and they might have a split in that. and that definitely caused you to have lack of suction. But that 3/4 horsepower motor,
No, I thought it was more than that.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'll have to look
one
at it.
horse, 3/4 horse, depending on which
Yeah.
one you have. That thing will friggin' it'll suck the sawdust up off your floor quick and easy. So you probably have a problem with the hose.
Well, now mine and Billy's are the same original set from 20 years ago. Those are 2 horsepower motors on ours.
Yeah, that's
That
what
was
I
2
was.
horsepower on Billy's.
I don't think this is 2 horsepower. No, not at all.
But yeah, might be. I don't remember what the hell mine is. But I know it will suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Yeah, it's not 2 horsepower though.
Yeah, Al, I'm in a 12 by 36 upstairs in my garage, and I changed mine over from to pipe, and it makes a big difference. If you come out just from your lathe, like about 2 feet of corrugated into
Oh, so somebody's got something on. I didn't hear anything you actually said. Somebody's got something on in the background. Say that again.
Yeah, I'm in a 12 by 36 upstairs in my garage, and I changed my whole system over to pipe and went to the Thine system, and it makes a big difference. It just, and what you've got there with the corrugated, if you think about it, if you had water running through that pipe just a little bit, it takes more effort to get over all that corrugation than if it was a smooth bore.
Right.
So if you can think of it that way, it makes a big difference. And what you're doing there is you're muffling everything. I understand the noise. I just wear headsets. It makes a big difference.
That's why the surface of an airplane wing is so smooth.
Right.
And the design of an aircraft wing is to give the flow of the air going over the lifting surface as laminar as possible. That means everything going in a line.
Well, I mean,
and when you interrupt
just
those,
explained everything as ripples inside. I mean, no, I mean you're explaining stuff.
and that's what you're getting with those flexible hoses. You've got those ripples, and so you've got maybe about that much 1.5 inch, 1 3/4 laminar flow inside, and all the rest of it is turbulent flow. So that's why you need to go with a solid hose everywhere you can.
And I just looked it up. The Harbor Freight machine does have 2 horsepower, so you'd expect it to do much better than what I've got. So I've got to smooth out that hose for sure.
What the newer models? That's a 2 horsepower.
The newer models, yeah.
Really? Okay.
So Al, looking back, if you're talking about the central machinery,
version, whatever. Past 5 years,
is 2 horsepower.
So
Al, here's my system, Al. My blower's up there. My filter's here with a canister underneath it. And then that's my thine baffle.
You lost your picture, Scott.
Yeah, you lost
your Scott.
We didn't lose it. It's just let me
switch cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I should have been on there.
I'm sorry. I messed it up.
Okay.
20 lashes with a cooked spaghetti noodle.
Hey, Brenda. Hey, Brenda.
2 noodles or 2?
Hey, Brenda. The whole evening ran really smooth.
So
there you go, Scott. I fixed it.
I'm on my cell phone so you can see, but this is my system, Al. See my blowers up there? The air comes out of the blower into this big canister, just like what you have. You could convert yours to do that.
Right.
Then I have instead of having a cyclone like Billy, I have a thine baffle, which is a slot that's cut in the top of this down here. My chips come in here, spin around in here, and they go down into the thine baffle, which is basically the same as what Billy has, except it's not a cyclone. It works the same though.
Yeah.
And then my air comes out of the my suction is here and comes up and goes out to this filter,
So
which is you could convert yours into, and then you have a waste bucket on the bottom to collect the fine dust when you clean your filter.
so you used the separator system that came with the dust collector.
That's correct.
And built a thing out of it.
Yep, the thing is underneath it.
Right. You built
So
the
there's a
thing using that. Whereas mine, I just left mine connected to the motor and blew it right out the door.
Right. Well, no,
Or
my
right through the wall.
chips come in here, spin around, and there's a slot cut in this bottom board.
Right.
And they fall down into the.
Right.
It replaces the cyclone part of yours.
Yes.
And then when it comes up the top, the air comes up, goes through my fan, comes out my fan, and goes into this filter instead of going out the wall like yours does.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So if you're in a shop that you can't, if you're in an area where you can't push it outside because of the noise or the dust, you can run it through this filter.
Yeah, you're trying to keep the heat in your shop versus Billy not trying to get the heat out of our shop.
Right.
Right. Well, I got to keep the heat in my shop, right?
Why does that filter look so clean?
I have.
Because the air comes out this filter towards me. So it comes in the top, and the air is forced through the filter, and all the dust stays in this filter. So then when I tap on this filter, I'll show you.
Yeah, you got to clean it periodically by tapping it or blowing it back in and getting it off the inside.
So this is 4 months of running this machine, and that's all the fine dust I get in the bucket that hangs underneath the filter.
That ain't bad.
When I clean it.
That ain't bad.
That's great.
So, and if I put a cyclone on it like Billy has, I wouldn't collect any fine dust in here because it would all go down in the barrel.
Correct.
The fine baffle's not quite as efficient as a cyclone. It's close, but not quite.
Well, I did the same thing that Scott did. I copied his basically the same, and it works great.
I have seen quite a few videos about making a cyclone, and yes, okay, this is something to really think about.
Tim was talking about keeping the air in the shop or out. that room over there gets really hot, and because of my dust collector.
Because of the motor.
And it was infiltrating, and I'm losing a little bit of, because my shop is air conditioned and heated, and I'm losing a little bit of my treated air through the dust collector when it's running, but not a whole lot. However, that motor is creating enough heat that a lot of it was infiltrating my big shop. And so what I did is you've seen advertisements for those plastic magnetic back door curtains. I hung one of those between the shop and the storage room where the dust collector is, and that has kept warm air in and the cold air in 75 times better than what I had before. I noticed very little temperature swing because of my dust collector anymore.
Right.
I was amazed that it worked that well.
But I have a pellet stove, so I got to be careful of how I create negative pressure in my shop. So any air that I suck in my shop, I got to put back in my shop.
Right.
Or it'll blow my stove out.
Yep.
In the summertime, I wouldn't care. I could just blow it outside. It's not a big deal.
Hey guys, do we want to do some more gallery?
Yeah, let's
Kinda
finish
get
up
late.
the gallery before we get to the top of the hour, Brenda.
I got something to show. I got something to show.
She has a list. She has a list.
I'll
We'll
put
get
you on
you
the
on there,
list,
Howard.
Howard. All right, let's go to Doug Miller first.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Hey,
All
Doug,
right.
how you doing, man? How you doing? Feeling better?
I was until this morning. I picked up a box, and this left shoulder and my collarbone and neck is just it's been aching all day. Anyway, yesterday, I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Yesterday, got to turn a piece of oak. I had no clue what it was going to turn out like, and just in my opinion, I thought it came out pretty nice. It does have some wormholes that I wasn't
a
sure if I was
few.
going to get thin enough to go through or not, but I did. It's pretty thin. You see those right at the top. I see daylight through it as well as all these around here. And
I like it.
so far,
Doug.
all I've got
That's
on there
great.
is some sanding sealer, some lacquer sanding sealer that I sprayed on. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. I may use an oil-based finish. I'm not sure what it is. Some I bought a long time ago and I lost track of what it was. I didn't write it down. So anyway, I may use some of that. But then once that's done, I do have the tenon to take off. So I still have that ability to put it on the lathe and work on it some more. So
How tall is that?
what's that?
How tall is that?
2 inches.
Really,
It's
2 inches.
7.5 by 2.
Hey, Doug.
Very
Hey,
nicely
Doug.
done, Doug.
I watched your video, and Mike from Dancing with Aardvarks. I loved his the saying, or not saying, what his message was, carve a little caterpillar by those
Yeah.
those bug holes.
Yeah,
You know?
it'd be a pretty small caterpillar. Let me show you one
Well,
other real quick, and I'll get off and let y'all have it back. Turned this one a couple of weeks ago. This is a commission piece,
Ooh.
nice piece of walnut, and
Pretty.
I wanted to show you this because I've got two reasons. One, I've got Parfix 3408 on it as my base. In fact, I've done it twice. I've sanded it back to raw wood after the first time because I got a lot of that.
It bloomed on you.
This is much better than the last time. But yeah, this area it's not foamy, but it's, as you can see, it's white. Should
Yeah, it bloomed.
I sand it back again or add more glue, or what should I do to that?
You're
You
gonna
guys
have
who do this?
you're gonna have to take that off because that whiting will stay in there. It'll never disappear till you get it off.
Okay, that was my question. If I had to sand it back, there's just a little bit right there.
The only thing I've ever seen make CA bloom like that, Doug, is water.
Yep. There's moisture in that piece yet. That's why it bloomed.
The wood itself is bone dry, but it has been raining here all day today, and we've had snow recently. But that you may be right though. Just the moisture in the air. It's not in the wood. The wood's bone dry, but in the air would definitely be something to consider. All right.
I love the shape you put on that bottom. And it's
Yeah,
cool.
it is. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's see if I put that under there, maybe you'll see it even better. Not really, but
you can see the bloom. It's pretty distinct.
Yeah. That big section right there is a little one right there as well, right up by the sapwood.
Right up by the bark.
Yep. So I'll just have to sand that back again. And the pedestal, I started out with this just being a regular bowl, but it was way too deep. So I raised my bottom up and made the pedestal, and it made all the difference in the world. So
yeah, that looks nice.
If I get this bloom out, my customer is going to be real happy.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Nice job.
I like it, Doug.
All right, we're going to go to Dennis Morgan. Right here.
Yeah, I'm here.
There we go.
I've been turning quite a bit this week, so I turned this tonight. It's not finished. Little cherry four-sided dish.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice little dish.
Yeah, nice little dish. And then this was a little maple crotch. It's got some cool figuring in it. You may not be able to see it, but it was kind of neat looking. So I don't want to throw it out.
Very nice, Dennis.
You
like it?
I'm beginning to.
Caramel, yeah, that caramel.
It's odd. It's really odd.
Nice figure there.
Twig vase.
Wait.
So,
Figured maple?
nope, this is ash.
Oh yeah?
Wow.
That's nice.
And I used the that hunt wax. I like that. I bought some of it and it works really nice. So got a nice shine to it.
Yes, it does.
And then a person wanted a utensil pot, so I made a utensil pot. This is also out of ash.
Ready?
Very nicely
And,
done.
it was real thick, so I had a piece left over on the bottom. So I said I got to go ahead and make a little box. So I made a little box.
Oh. Ooh. Is that threaded?
What's that? There's a
Is that
walnut.
threaded?
This is ash. No, it's not threaded.
Okay.
And one in it because it's end grain, so I turned it and I had the top, pretty tight. So I came into my desk this morning and it walked on me. I couldn't get it apart, so I finally got it apart and fixed it. But that was that. And then this was I blew through this and the person was doing a lot of embellishment on it and whatnot, and they were going to throw it in the burn pile, so I put it on a piece of spalted maple, and this is indigo ink, and I waxed it with what kind of wax did I use? Anyway, we're going to put a candle in it.
A nice shape.
Chunk of charcoal.
I like it.
Cool.
I like the contrast.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what I've been doing.
Busy.
Nice.
Thanks a lot. Still learning a lot.
Good.
Okay. Next is Ruby, but I'm not seeing her on here anymore.
I think she says she left.
I think
All
Yeah,
right.
she had to go.
All right, so we're going to go to Brent.
Hey, Dennis, that was pretty nice.
Thank you.
I just seen him a minute ago.
I'm here.
Brent still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can hear him.
Yeah, here.
There he is. I see him now. There he is.
Hey, everybody, how y'all doing?
Good.
Our wood turning club had a challenge for our next meeting. It was just titled Santa. How you interpret that was up to any interpretation. So I made a Weeble. Remember Weeble's wobble?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
And it actually wobbles. It doesn't fall down.
Oh,
That is
sweet.
so cool.
That's cool.
Okay,
fun.
what's in there?
Well, I made the egg shape, then split it in half, hollowed the whole thing. The top is really very thin hollowed. The bottom, I took a plumbing fitting and melted a bunch of lead in it, epoxied it the bottom, so to make the bottom heavy. So
Clever.
That is nicely done. I like
That's
it.
different.
No,
Very
that's
good.
real nice.
Weeble.
Bring it closer to the camera. Bring it closer.
Kind of.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. There you see.
I
That's
love the
what I wanted to
painting.
see. I didn't see that back
Very
there.
artistic.
I
the
didn't
wife-
realize I was that round.
Yeah. So, the wife, yeah, it's Billy.
No, that's pretty. That's pretty. That's pretty. Okay, so
Painting is awesome.
where is your seam at?
Oh, right about here somewhere.
Wow.
But you can't see it, especially after
No,
paint's
you
on it.
can't. No, not at all. No.
So,
Turn it around. Let's see the back of it.
so
There you go.
there's
That's
Santa's,
it's
Santa's
done
rear
right
end. So it's a Weeble. It wobbles. It don't fall down. So,
There you go.
Wow.
No, that's pretty. That's pretty. Nice idea for
Very
sure.
nice.
Pretty clever.
that's what I got. So
Good.
All right.
Nice.
Let's go to Sandy.
Hi, everybody.
There
I
she
haven't,
is.
yeah, I haven't been able to turn too much. I had some surgery had to be done on my hand. So I found a small piece on the shelf and I'm not going to tell you, but this took me somewhere in the neighborhood of about 10 days to turn this because I can just turn a little bit and then my hand starts to go crazy on me. But anyway, and it's about 6.5 inches wide, something like that, about 3 inches tall. But I thought wood was
That
pretty
is
cool.
gorgeous wood.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece.
Gorgeous wood.
Yeah,
My
and
Lovely.
it's
Hi.
yeah, big leaf maple. So like I said, but it took me about 10 days, just because of my
I
hands.
I can see the shadow or your screen, and
Yeah.
yeah, I was able to see your screen in your
Absolutely.
Yeah, you get
finish.
a beautiful reflection of yourself in your computer
Oh, there you
on
go.
that bowl.
Oh, okay. Oh,
What
you
kind
can
of
see.
finish you got on there?
Yeah, that's.
Put it back on the side.
I usually use a polyurethane.
Okay.
It's just kind of my go-to thing. I use a sanding sealer almost everything. I use that Zinsser wax-free sanding sealer, and then I just take a coat or two. I think I have 2 coats of polyurethane on this, the
That is so
gloss.
shiny.
Gloss.
Is that
Yeah.
wipe on Sandy or you use the other type?
I use the Minwax polyurethane with the little red thing on it. I used to use wipe on, but sometimes I got a little bit of streaks. I do wipe it on though, but I use that little can that's black and silver,
Okay.
and it
So
seems to work
in
okay.
between in between coats,
I
what do you
sand it
use
back.
to back it up?
I use Abralon the pads, the red pads, and I use a 500. So I put 1 coat on or whatever. I get the sanding sealer, turn it back or wipe it down with the 500 Abralon sanding pad, and then I put my first coat of poly. And there are times when I'll put 5, 6 coats depending on the wood and what I'm going to do with it. But since I'm moving so slow, this one's gotten 2. Doesn't mean it won't get more at some point, but I mean, I haven't even signed the bottom yet.
That's
Lovely,
gorgeous.
Sandy.
It is.
Pardon?
Beautiful, Sandy.
Oh,
I said
thank
it's
you.
lovely.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Very good.
But anyway, it just feels good to go back in and hang out in the shop and mostly walk around and look and turn a little and walk around and look some more. And that's
So
it.
is that your she shop? Is that what you're saying?
No, because I'm in Arizona, so I'm in a community here. I live in Washington full time mostly, and there I do have my shop that I can wander around and look and play
Well,
or play. Or
you're originally from Glen Burnie.
I am born and raised. Yeah.
I saw you pop up. Hey, be a friend of mine, and I said,
Oh,
well, she ain't asking me for no friend of mine. So I mean, I thought it was AI, but
oh,
I said, yeah. I mean, you're here from Glen Burnie, about 35 miles from me.
yeah, yeah. And the last place I lived was actually Pasadena, so I don't know what direction you are.
Oh yeah, no, I'm in Frederick,
Oh,
Maryland.
okay. Yeah, yeah. So you're going more towards Virginia and West Virginia area. Yeah,
I'm west of what you're at, but
yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Frederick's a cute little town. I took my first plane ride there.
well, now we have
About 15, and we got to get on one.
now we have 2
Shuttle.
Walmarts, 2 Lowe's, 2 Home
Wow.
Depots, 2
Oh my
all
God.
kinds of horse crap.
Didn't it used
It's
to
not,
have that. It used to be tiny.
no, that's why I'm saying what I'm saying to
Yeah.
Wow.
But anyway, so it's just fun to get out there, and I got about another month, I guess, to give it a rest, and then hopefully I'll be back in business. So
That bowl is really, really pretty. As pretty as Monica Bellucci. I ain't kidding you.
okay.
Oh goodness.
Oh my Billy, that's it, man, right there.
That's it. But anyway, so that's all I've got, and who knows what I'll get next. I don't know.
All right.
Maybe
Thanks,
maybe
Sandy.
I was thinking about a pencil box holder. I could probably get through that, or
There you go.
up that kind of thing.
All you can do is try.
That's it. Just play and get dirty.
Yep. Yep.
I go home very dusty all the time, but that's about it.
All
That's good.
right. We're gonna go
That's it
back to
for me.
Howard, but I can't find him.
Oh, I don't know. Thank you, guys.
Oh no.
Thanks, Sandy.
Did Howard leave us?
Howard.
Howard.
Howard, where did you go?
I think he left or got
Went
kicked
to
out.
bed. He
I don't see him.
usually checks out just a little before 9.
Yep. I
Yep,
think he's gone, Brenda.
must be. Well, that's all I got on the list.
Okay. Well,
I'll,
we're
I'll,
at the
I'll
top of
show
the
I'll
hour.
show one more goofy piece.
Okay, Al, go ahead.
This is
Turn the
Turn the
camera
camera
on,
on.
Al.
oh, there we go. Hold on.
Why do you turn it off?
My pleasure, Lynn. Thank you.
Because I'm a goofball. Who the hell wants to see this goofy damn face all night long? This here is the money pot. I don't know how many people have a 17-year-old grandson that comes over every once in a while, helps you do something, but you have to pay for it. So this here always sits on the shelf up there, and that's where I put the money in. And he doesn't ask for the pay. He comes in here and show up on the shelf, and he finds the money, you know. But just another goofy
Cute
thing.
little pot.
I love that shape. That is
I do
really
too.
cute,
Yep.
Al.
That is very,
That is a
very
really
nice.
nice shape.
Nice.
Send a picture of that in to put in the newsletter.
I will.
Thank you.
Okay.
But that's my 17-year-old grandson and my money pot.
Sweet.
Oh, there's another thing. Do we have any time at all?
Sure.
I'm going to go in and eat, guys. Thanks.
Thanks, Billy, for doing
Thank
the
you,
demo.
Billy.
Thank
See
you,
you
Billy.
next week.
Very,
Great
very
job, Billy.
enjoyable.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thanks, Billy.
I have a 3/8 bull gouge, and I just noticed this tonight.
It looks bent.
Can you see? Can you see that it's bent?
Yes.
I can't
Little
believe it.
bit.
I mean, this
Little bit.
is my
Yeah.
go-to. This is my go-to.
Now that was one hell of a catch, Al.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
that
say.
was a pretty good bend.
I know. I just noticed that. I just tonight, as I was getting ready to pop on tonight, I said, "Holy crap, that thing's bent." And has anyone else ever experienced that?
Not without
No.
a hell of a catcher dropping it on the floor.
No,
No, the
no,
floor
it's
wouldn't do that.
never,
That was a catch.
it's never been any damage at all. But I just surprised myself, and just wanted to show it. That's all.
That'll get around a corner, Al.
Yeah.
or get on the outside of a corner, huh? The outside
That's
of a
called a
corner.
customized gouge.
No, but I mean,
what brand
that's
is that,
usually
Al?
my it's a Pinnacle. Pinnacle that I bought.
Okay, we don't want to buy
I
a
bought
Pinnacle.
over
That's
at
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. I gotta make sure I don't go near that one.
Well,
actually,
Al,
this
you
is my
better quit
go-to.
using it.
I really like this.
You should
I've
quit
had this
using that,
about
Al.
3 years. Say it again. Well, I'm sorry.
You should quit using that because now it's got stress cracks right at the bend.
Right.
That tool's no longer safe to use.
I never thought about that. Yeah, I mean, I know all about steel. I've been a certified welder for all my life. Yeah, you're right, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I just noticed that tonight, and I thought maybe if I have a chance, I'll show it. So
Yeah. I'm glad you did because I don't think you should. That's not a tool I'd want to use on a regular basis.
I
never thought that it would. I never thought that would happen.
Yeah.
Cut the front half of it off, take it out of that handle, and make it into a round bar skew.
Oh, there you
I've got a Pinnacle bowl gouge, and I love it. Had good luck with it.
Yeah. He did something to that to bend it like that. Something happened to it.
Yeah.
I think you ran.
I mean,
I think
this
you ran
is like
over
about
tractor.
It's about 3 years that I've had it, and it's my go-to actually. And it kind of surprised me when I saw it tonight.
Oh.
So.
Do we want to mark this as the demarcation of the meeting?
Yep, this is going to be the demarcation point. We're in the after hours now, so Whatever you
Tell
guys
you-
want to talk about, we'll talk about for a while.